That's it. So with the most question people have is, where is this coming from? Like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like, where does this come from? I look at it, for sure. We talk, we make all kinds of different sounds, and it seems to me that it's very divine because there is some knowledge in there. There is
So,
something in the languages. There is a code to
yes, code.
decode. There is
Yes,
something
yes,
to decode in there.
yes, yes.
So I
Yes,
think,
now we come to English, like ABCD is English, right? Now
yeah,
the English, the Anglish, which is Anglish, angles, different angles of approach. Now, when this language was being created, which was being created, they took, like, there was a thing called in the Europe runes. Before that, runes. There was a thing called runes, and RUNES. There were symbols, different symbols, which people, Vikings and other people used.
yeah, yeah.
Which were like each had a meaning. Each symbol meant something. Okay, in terms of, like, they used to do it for divination and stuff, like, throw this symbol comes, then you have to do this, and if this symbol comes, you have to do that. you know so those symbols, if you look at, and if you look at the English alphabet, like how it is written, ABCD, you'll find a lot of similarities. Okay, now second thing was, there was a thing called tarot cards. Okay, which were symbols also. There were 21 in major arcana and 52 other cards. Okay, so 21 major cards were there in the tarot cards. Like, so when the creators of the modern English language, they took the 21 tarot cards and their symbolism and their meaning, and made 21 consonants. Okay, 21.
Okay,
They said,
okay.
like, we want to have 21 consonants. After 21 consonants, they said, okay, there are other cards are 52 cards. 52 are, there are four suits in that, 13 each in the cards. Playing cards, like playing cards, they have 13 and four suits. And four suits are the four elements: fire, air, earth, water. Okay. And there's a fifth element called ether. Okay. So they said we have to put the elements now into this 21. Okay. So they chose five elements: A, E, I, O, U, which are now called the vowels. Okay. They made five for the five elements, and 21 from the tarot card, major arcana. And you have the English alphabet, 26 letters. Okay, 21 of those plus five for the five elements. Okay, that's all the English language did. I mean, for example, in Sanskrit, the vowels are many, actually. You know, like there's I mean, there are many more in number than English. Okay, they cover the full gamut of the vowel, but English doesn't, because they wanted five only to represent the five elements. They didn't want more. So they simplified it to AEIOU, just like a simplification for the five elements. And that's how that thing came in to be, like the English language. So it was created on, so like they said, like 21 that things are there. We know the meanings of those things. A to Z. A is the first card, the magician, and Z is the world card, the final card. We know their meanings. We know what that energies mean. So we'll utilize that knowledge in creation of this language, and we'll take from other languages, Sanskrit, Latin, whatever you know is of use, and we will create a language which will, again, I told you, like, language is always for some purpose, right? You have to know that you have this knowledge. Now, what purpose are you going to use it for? So this language they knew would be required for industrial revolution. It will be required for technical terms, more technical things, so that technology can come forward. That was the objective behind creation of the English language. Okay, a very clear objective. The beings which are making it, they know what they are making it for. They have the knowledge what it is. Then they are using it for creating that specific thing. And after English has come, industrial revolution has happened. Before that, it didn't happen. Okay, other languages existed before that. French, German, Sanskrit. All there are all kinds of languages before, right? Like Latin. Was any technical thing happening? No.
Yeah, no.
But when that came in, suddenly we have technical terms and technical things and technical progress, or like in the on earth you saw. So that language was necessary for using in that way, like that particular way. So language is basically, again, whatever you want to achieve. Like even programming, there are languages like C, C++, Java, all these. So depending on what kind of program do you want to make, what do you want to achieve, what is the final result, you want to achieve. So accordingly you use a language or make a language. The same is the case with this language also. But you have to first know what you're doing in the first place. The core knowledge has to be there, you know. So there are beings which know this knowledge, you know, and which were there, from whom these languages have come. This is not like a joke, like which has been just made like that, just like that. Like some kids are sitting around and they're just making something up. It's not like that, you know. It is all conscious, and it is all as per a purpose, and different beings can have different purpose or what they want to achieve in this universe, you know, and for doing that purpose they use language. Just like now I'm talking to you on that thing stream, and now there's a programs running behind which are making this happen so that this can happen. Okay. So that's their purpose of that language, you know. So it is like that, so it is the same thing. So that's why they are called languages. In computer also they call them languages, they don't call them anything else, like, because that's what it is. And that's a fact. Like it's working on this level, and at a human speaking level, or it's working in the same level, so it's the same thing.